Welcome to Olympian Water Testing, giving you the best in water analysis. Today, we are looking at the American Cancer Society, and we're taking a look at the relationship between arsenic and cancer risk. So first, we have to define what is arsenic and what is its relation to cancer. So first, arsenic is a natural element that can be found in rock, soil, water, air, and in plants and animals, and people can be exposed to arsenic in the environment and some agricultural and industrial sources. And there's two different types of it. It's found sometimes in pure form as steel gray metal, and it's usually part of chemical compounds, but they are divided into two groups. Inorganic, and that's combined with elements other than carbon. These compounds are found in the industry and building products, some such as pressure-tested woods, and in arsenic-contaminated water. And there's organic compounds, arsenic combined with carbon, other elements, and these compounds tend to be much less toxic than inorganic arsenic compounds and are not thought to be linked to cancer, and some are found in foods such as fish and shellfish. So how are people exposed to arsenic? Well, food. Can be one of the biggest sources, and this is likely to be in less dangerous and organic form. But it can also be in drinking water, and that's an important and potentially controllable source of arsenic exposure. Parts of China, Taiwan, Bangladesh, Western South America, high levels of arsenic occur naturally in drinking water and can be a major source of arsenic exposure. Water in some areas of the United States, especially in the West, also contains arsenic. And most U.S. areas with higher levels of arsenic in drinking water are rural communities. As further discussed, down further, public drinking water systems in the U.S. are required to test for arsenic to keep it below a certain level, and natural arsenic levels tend to be higher in drinking water that comes from ground sources such as wells, as opposed to water from surface sources such as lakes or reservoirs. So, the big question, does arsenic cause cancer? In most cases, the American Cancer Society has not determined if it causes cancer, that is, if it's a carcinogen, but they do look to respected organizations for help based on available evidence. And what do they find with the International Agency for Research on Cancer? It's part of the WHO, and it classifies arsenic as an inorganic compound or carcinogens to humans. This is based on sufficient evidence in humans that these compounds can cause lung cancer, bladder cancer, skin cancer, and they also note links in some studies to kidney cancer, liver cancer, and prostate cancer. And they also classify the inorganic arsenic compounds as DMA, known as catiolinic acid, and MMA as a possible carcinogen to humans. And they also classify other organic arsenic compounds as not classifiable to the carcinogen in humans as well. And they can also have other problems like breathing, high levels of arsenic causing a sore throat. Swallowing high levels can cause nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, muscle weakness. Exposure to high enough of arsenic can be fatal. It can kill you. And exposure to low levels of longer periods can cause skin changes, liver, kidney damage, and a shortage of red and white blood cells. And in drinking water, the EPA limits the maximum level of arsenic allowed in U.S. drinking water to 10 micrograms per liter. So we can see that right here, and it's a good idea to take a look into that. Now, with all this research, it does seem to suggest there is a potential link between these two, arsenic and cancer risk. So to mitigate that risk, especially in drinking water, it's always a good idea to have your water periodically tested for high levels of arsenic.